Nestled between the pristine ocean and the towering peaks of the Roof of Indochina lies a land operating on beautifully contradictory forces. Living here is like enjoying a peaceful morning coffee, yet your heart races with the surrounding hustle and bustle. It's overwhelming, frightening, yet incredibly exciting. What's special is that every stranger you meet waves and smiles warmly, as if you've known them for ages. It gives you a strong sense of belonging. This is the Vietnam no one has ever told you about. Imagine looking down from the vantage point of a soaring heron, watching a land carved by the hands of time and the rhythm of the monsoons. Vietnam sits right at the heart of Southeast Asia, a strategic and shimmering gem positioned on the eastern edge of the Indochina Peninsula. If you look at a map, you will see a country shaped like the letter S, a graceful and slender curve that covers a total area of about 331,212 square kilometers. This unique shape creates a bridge between different worlds, stretching 1,650 kilometers from the chilly mountains of the north to the tropical warmth of the south. In its narrowest section, located in the province of Quang Binh, the land is only about 50 kilometers wide, a place where you can almost feel the spray of the ocean and the cool breath of the mountains at the same time. To the north, the country is guarded by the rugged peaks of China, while to the west, it shares its borders with the quiet forests of Laos and the sun-drenched plains of Cambodia. However, it is the restless edge of the sea that truly defines the spirit of this land. Vietnam possesses a winding coastline that stretches for more than 3,260 kilometers, kissing the waves of the South China Sea. This endless blue horizon has turned the nation into a vital gateway for the world, a place where trade, history, and the ocean have shared a deep conversation for centuries. But the terrain is not just flat sand and water, it is a land of dramatic height, as 3/4 of the country is covered by majestic mountains, and rolling hills. The earth here slopes gently from the high northwest down toward the southeast, like a giant emerald wave frozen in motion. High above the clouds stands Fansipan, reaching 3,143 meters into the sky. Known as the Roof of Indochina, this peak is a symbol of strength and a silent guardian overlooking the mist-covered valleys below. Yet the true pulse of daily life can be found in the two massive rice bowls that nourish the nation. In the north, the Red River Delta provides a fertile cradle for ancient traditions, while in the south, the Mekong Delta spreads out like a vast, lush green fan. These plains are the gift of thousands of years of silt washing down from the highlands, creating earth so rich that it can feed nearly 100 million people. When you see the sunlight spilling across these endless rice fields, you realize this is more than just geography. It is a living tapestry where the mountains protect the people and the rivers sustain their very souls. Long before the cities roar to life, a quiet and beautiful rhythm takes hold of the land in the soft light of dawn. As early as 5 o'clock in the morning, while the moon still hangs in the sky, parks and public squares begin to fill with people of all ages. You will see the elders moving with a slow and deliberate grace, practicing Tai Chi as if they are painting the air with their hands to find inner peace. Just a few steps away, the younger generation brings a different energy, joining loud and vibrant aerobic classes set to upbeat music remixes to wake up their spirits. This morning ritual is more than just exercise. It is a collective heartbeat, a moment where the community breathes together before the modern world takes over. As the sun climbs higher, the life of the city spills out onto the sidewalks, which act as a massive, open-air living room for the entire nation. In Vietnam, the line between the private home and the public street is fluid and almost invisible, creating a sense of constant connection. A family might set out tiny plastic stools on the pavement right in front of their door to share a hot bowl of pho, turning a busy walkway into an intimate dining space. These humble plastic stools are the ultimate symbols of Vietnamese equality because they are so low to the ground that everyone sits at the very same level. Perhaps the most unbelievable example of this creative use of space is the famous train street, where iron tracks run through narrow alleys just inches from people's living rooms. In these tiny lanes, cozy cafes are tucked into the gaps between the buildings and the rails, where visitors sit and wait for the giant machine to arrive. When the distant whistle blows, the residents perform a perfectly synchronized dance, quickly folding up tables and moving chairs to let the massive train pass by. The moment the last car vanishes, the tables are set back out and life resumes instantly, showing the incredible adaptability and optimism of the local people. For a visitor from the United States, however, the biggest cultural shock is often the simple act of trying to get from one side of the street to the other. Looking at the river of thousands of motorbikes flowing towards you without a pause can feel like a terrifying leap of faith. But the secret to surviving this organized chaos is a beautiful lesson in trust. You must walk with a steady, predictable pace without stopping or running. As you move forward, the sea of scooters will magically part and flow around you, like water moving around a smooth stone in a rushing stream. Navigating this daily flow is not about strict rules, but about an unspoken bond between strangers that keeps the energy of Vietnam moving forward every single day. At the very heart of Vietnamese identity lies a deep and abiding respect for the family, a bond that stretches far beyond just the individuals living under one roof. For centuries, the culture has been built upon a foundation of ancient values that place the importance of the collective over the needs of the one. One of the most beautiful concepts you will encounter here is filial piety, a virtue that is considered the most important quality a person can possess. In Vietnam, taking care of your parents as they grow old is never seen as a heavy burden or a difficult chore. Instead, it is viewed as a profound blessing and a sacred duty, a way to return the immense love and sacrifice that was given to you when you were small. This devotion creates a resilient network of support where 3 or even 4 generations often live together, sharing their wisdom and their daily lives. If you step into almost any Vietnamese home, your eyes will be drawn to a place of great honor known as the Ancestral altar. This is the most sacred space in the entire house, usually placed carefully in the center of the living room or on the very highest floor to show the highest respect. It acts as a spiritual bridge, a thin and shimmering veil that connects the world of the living with the spirits of those who came before. When a family member lights a single stick of incense, the thin ribbon of fragrant smoke is believed to carry their prayers and whispers to the heavens. On the altar, you will always see small cups of pure, clear water representing a clean spirit and a colorful tray of 5 different fruits to show gratitude for the bounty of the land. These daily offerings are not exactly acts of worship, but rather a beautiful way of remembering, ensuring that the stories of grandmothers and grandfathers are never lost to time. The most powerful expression of this cultural pride happens during Tet, the Lunar New Year, when the entire country pauses to celebrate the promise of the future. The streets become a vibrant sea of yellow blossoms and pink flowers, signaling a time for every person to travel back to their childhood homes. During these days, the air is filled with the laughter of children as they receive li shi, or lucky money, tucked inside small and bright red envelopes. The older generation gives these gifts to wish the little ones success in their studies, while the children offer their own wishes for the elders to have long lives and perfect health. The true value of the red envelope is never about the amount of money inside, but about the color red, which symbolizes luck and the golden thread of love that binds the family together. As the new year begins, families often walk together to the local pagoda, moving through clouds of incense and the gentle ringing of temple bells. They go there to find a quiet moment of peace and to pray for the happiness and safety of everyone they love. This deep connection to the past and to each other is what makes the Vietnamese spirit so strong, proving that even in a fast-changing world, the heart remains anchored in the home. To truly understand the heart of Vietnam, you must first taste the incredible stories hidden within its kitchen. The cuisine here is a delicate and masterful dance of 5 fundamental flavors: spicy, sour, bitter, salty, and sweet. Every dish is a search for perfect harmony, ensuring that no single taste overpowers the others, much like the balance of life itself. When you talk about Vietnam, it is absolutely impossible not to begin with the legendary bowl of pho. This deceptively simple noodle soup is actually a labor of pure love, with a rich and aromatic broth that often simmers for 10 or even 12 hours. Inside the giant cooking pots, beef bones, charred ginger, and toasted spices like star anise and cinnamon whisper together to create a liquid gold. Pouring that steaming broth over silky rice noodles and tender slices of beef feels like receiving a warm, comforting hug from the land itself. Then, there is the banh mi, a world-famous sandwich that tells the story of how Vietnam takes an outside influence and makes it uniquely its own. Born from the French colonial period, the crispy baguette was reimagined and filled with a vibrant explosion of local flavors. Imagine a crusty loaf layered with rich pâté, savory grilled meats, crunchy pickled carrots, and a handful of fresh, spicy cilantro. It is the perfect meal on the go. A symphony of textures that you can buy for just a few coins from a friendly vendor on almost any street corner. But the culinary journey does not end with a plate. It continues in the small dark drops of a traditional coffee cup. Vietnam is the second largest producer of coffee in the entire world. And here, drinking it is a slow and beautiful art form. Most locals prefer the fin filter, a small metal device that sits on top of a glass, letting the dark liquid drip down one tiny drop at a time. Watching those slow drips is a lesson in patience, a chance to stop the frantic pace of the day and just exist in the moment. These sidewalk cafes are the vital social hubs of the country, where friends gather on those familiar plastic stools to talk about life, love, or the weather. Whether you are sipping a bitter black coffee or a sweet, creamy iced version with condensed milk, you are part of a massive, living conversation. In this country, a meal is never just about filling your stomach. It is a way to reconnect with your neighbors and share the simple joy of being alive. Every bite of food and every sip of coffee is a reminder that even the simplest ingredients can create something extraordinary when they are shared with a smile. In the last few decades, Vietnam has undergone a transformation that feels almost like a beautiful miracle. If you stand in the heart of the city, You will see gleaming glass skyscrapers reaching for the clouds, standing as monuments to one of the fastest growing economies in the entire world. The country has expanded its vision from the quiet rice paddies to the bustling floors of high-tech factories, becoming a vital global hub for everything from smartphones to modern fashion. Yet, the true backbone of this nation is not just found in the tall buildings, but in the tireless and bright energy of the street. Every single corner is alive with a small family-run business, such as a man repairing motorbikes with skillful, greasy hands, or a woman selling fresh, cold sugarcane juice to thirsty travelers. These tiny enterprises are the resilient heartbeat of the local economy, proving that huge success can start on a simple sidewalk. It is common to see a young software engineer designing the future on a laptop while sitting right next to an elder who still respects the ancient rhythms of the land. This incredible blend of modern ambition and traditional roots shows a society that knows exactly how to adapt without losing its soul. Vietnam is moving forward with a relentless pace, but it always makes sure to carry the warmth of its small communities along for the journey. It is a place where the quiet wisdom of the past dances perfectly with the ambitious dreams of the future. More than just a location on a map, Vietnam is a profound feeling of belonging that stays with you forever. If this journey through daily life moved you, we would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel to join us for more stories from around the world.